Hey guys, this is Stryker here, and today I'll be bringing you a video on how to make a clean logo banner. So first of all, I basically start off with a green background and I do a lighter green stripe along the middle, and I bring out my pen tool to basically add like some cool glowy effect lines. So I paint like over there so you can kind of see what I'm doing there, and I just adjust it how I find confident, and I duplicate this layer a few times. So then I go ahead and move them around and like just trial things to see what fits nicest in this video, in this part. So now I go ahead and take their opacity down so they don't crowd the image kind of. And I'm soon going to get on to the logo where I do some simple things. So basically right now I'm just adjusting things. So as you can see, I just duplicate the image and take it to the other side and flip it around just so it looks different. On the other side, I take out this custom like snow brush that I get, and I dot it and I change the opacity down to a fairly low. So right now, after that's happened, I go through searching for like tree images that I could use. So it's always good to like find the right image. So I take this one and I'm trying to work out how I can take the background out. So I get the background going. So to do this, I set a black background and then I double click on the layer and I use the layer style tool, but that doesn't work there. So I wasn't being careful enough with my adjustments. So I just look for a PNG image this time. It's a little easier. So I find this image and I think it looks nice. So I basically use the magic eraser tool to take out the background, and I basically Control L and I adjust the levels to find whatever I find fit. So now I use the magic eraser to take out the background. And while I do this, after I do this, I decide that I'm going to double click on the layer and do a color overlay. And that starts off as green, I don't know why, so I select it to black. And I open up Illustrator next because I want to circle around the tree. So I do this by doing a normal circle by holding shift, and then I change the stroke up quite a lot. Control C and Control V onto the banner, and I'm trying to position it center. So I'm trying to get rid of those areas on the outside, so I just brush it off with the eraser tool and adjust it back in. So now I've merged those layers, so I'm going to add the text now. So now this is a bit where you have to kind of get creative and just trial around to see what you find looks best, and I check out a few of my fonts, so I just think a simple font should work best. Now I don't in the end end up using this particular style, so I change it around a little bit. Now as you can see, I notice that that's not center, so I select that part of the layer and cut it out of that layer. So then I go right ahead and trial with a different like kind of style on the background. So I start off with blue and I make it darker, and I don't really add any like lighter stroke down the middle. I just add the snow brush and I make that very hard to see, like just like so it's there. It adds the effect. So at the moment I'm just trialing around with colors because white goes up against blue very nicely, and I noticed that the black worked well with the green. So now I'm trying a different logo which I'm used in the actual product, where I take the letters and put them on the side of the tree kind of logo thing. So as you can see, I'm just adjusting the text using the particular tool up there. So I've merged it all up at the moment, so I just put it in the middle, and I notice that looks pretty good, so I keep it as that. So right now I am just basically trialing things, so I add the black text over the green background, and I noticed that it works really well, so I'm just trialing something, so it's kind of like this faded larger version of the text. So I try this, and I just make it like, hard to see, but I just realized that that's no point, it just clutters the image. So right now I've got my backgrounds kind of sorted. I'm just seeing how things look. Next I decide that I'll be probably using the pen tool to add some more effects onto the banner, and so I do this by selecting the inverse and I just brush it up like I did on the first banner, but this one I make it fairly transparent and I add an outer glow to it. So as you can see, I just select outer glow on the panel, the layer style panel. So it's kind of like these just glowy like stripes. So right now I've basically got everything done, so I'm just seeing what I like. So right now I notice that that's all up there and I don't want that there, so I decide that I'll use my template that I custom made, and I just use that to select what I want in the image, and that's all. It's all done. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and here are what the banners look like.